Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to be talking about my MCP stack and in particular the Bright Data MCP. Now if you don't know, the Bright Data MCP is actually a lot more than I thought it was, and it's a super effective way to scrape the internet. Let's get into it. Okay, so on my Skool community I actually have these commands right here, and I'm going to show you how I made this group of commands. But basically this is my MCP stack. Okay, so I'm just going to show you the way that I actually add MCPs to Claude Code. So the first thing I do is I fed this to ChatGPT. This, by the way, is from this page here. You can see here basic syntax to add an MCP using Studio Server is Claude MCP add name command args, right? So I gave that to ChatGPT, and then literally from there, all you need to do is give the JSON file, right? Or the JSON from the documentation, right? So you go to DigitalOcean MCP, for example, you grab the JSON from here, just literally this. You get your API key, obviously. You feed all that to ChatGPT, and it will give you this command here, right? You then run the command, and you see if it works. And you keep seeing if they work, you keep seeing if they work, etc, etc. So you can see here there was a mistake with the access tokens, so I changed it, and then it came up with the NOEnt error, which you guys might recognize, right, from your stuff. You can see here that I told it that I was using WSL, and then eventually it gave me a final working command for WSL. This command actually worked. And then from this point, all you have to do is like go to the MCP page, normally on GitHub, grab the JSON like this, and then just feed it to ChatGPT, right? And now I have a specific set of commands that I can run at any time to add all of my MCPs wherever I am. So this is my MCP setup for Claude Code. Now let's talk a little bit more about the Bright Data MCP. Now, if you don't know, Claude Code runs inside the terminal, so I'm just going to open up a new terminal here, and then I'm going to do WSL-D Ubuntu. What this does is it starts my WSL Ubuntu distro. I always say distro for some reason, I'm really not sure why. And then if I cd into this file and then cd into this file, this is my current project, right? If I do Claude, right? So I'm gonna have to log in. This happens quite a lot for some reason, but I'll just quickly log in. They're not real access keys, just so you know, if you're curious. Okay, so now if we do -mcp or /mcp, I should say, you can see that these are all connected, right? But you can see also I don't have the Bright Data MCP currently just because I haven't used it inside this directory, right? So let's do Control-C here. Go back to ChatGPT. I've copied the command, right? So all I do is just run this, right? And then write Claude again, and then /mcp, and then you can see Bright Data is connected. So this is a new thing as well that you can do on Claude Code. You can actually view the tools. It says no tools are available, but I guess that's just because of the setup of Claude Code or because of the MCP. So we'll run Claude here. Now, let's just talk a little bit about what the Bright Data MCP does. First of all, it offers you proxies, which allows you to do a lot of web scraping without worrying about, getting your IP banned, whatever it might be. The second thing it does is it turns any web page into LLM text, which includes, by the way, and this is the important thing, this is what sets it apart from just using Claude Code, for example. It also gets images, right? So if I go here and I say, get me images from twomen.it. You can see this is 1.5 megabytes, which is actually pretty massive, right? It can get things. I'm not saying it can't get things, but it does it in a different way. This is raw HTML and it's super big, and it will use up most of the context length. Instead, what we can do is we can say, now use the Bright Data MCP and use Markdown. What this will do is it will do the same thing, but it will use Markdown, which is a much lighter format than HTML. HTML is far too heavy for this kind of activity. It will probably use something like 30,000 tokens just from that. And you can see here, this has done a much better job. It's actually got the image links right here. If I open this, I'm going to assume this is a real link. Oops. There we go. Perfect. So you can see this is a much better system for extracting key things such as images, links, etc. It's also a much safer way to scrape. I just wanted to make this video and explain to you guys this kind of MCP setup that I'm using. I use this for WordPress directory scrapes and other things that require live data from the internet. Now, I was getting pretty worried about getting some kind of IP ban or whatever from Google because like the amount I was scraping is ridiculous. So it's a lot better to use Bright Data. It's actually very, very easy to set up as well. You can make an account with the link in the description of this video. They are actually a sponsor of the channel and they've offered everyone $15 for free. So you can sign up and try that now. And then literally all you do is you create an MCP unlocker. You can follow the things here. So make sure you have an account on Bright Data, get your API key from the user settings. Optional, create a custom web unlocker, which I think is one of these things. It's this one here called MCP Unlocker. Optional to enable browser control tools. By default, the MCP tries to fetch credentials of MCP browser zone. If you don't have one, you can create your own as well. So all you do is you just go proxies and scraping, WebLocker API, create a zone, call it MCP Unlocker, and then add it, and then give that to ChatGPT when you're making the code, the command. You don't actually need to do this. This is just an additional step if you want to. This is the safest way to scrape anything on the internet using LLMs. It's actually very, very, very cost effective as well. And there's basically no risk of you getting banned due to IP or scraping too much because you're using a proxy. I think I'll leave the video there, guys. I just wanted to quickly mention this. This is one of the most important MCPs to my entire stack. It gives access to the internet. I know that Claude Code has native access to the internet, but sometimes you need something that is specifically built to scrape images, to scrape links, to scrape PDFs. You can scrape basically anything using this because you're actually scraping Markdown or HTML. But it's a special type of Markdown, which is called like GitHub Markdown or something, which includes everything, gets you all that good information. You can then turn that into JSON, and then you can display that on the internet however you want. Thanks for watching, guys. If you're watching all the way to the end of the video, you're an absolute legend. I'll see you very soon with some more content. Peace out.